Hey everybody, HeadspaceConnections back with another video. We're going to be doing something a little bit different than what we normally do. Now, we have a series on our art page or our art YouTube under the name HC Arts, where we will get art books and do reviews on said art books chapter by chapter basis, and basically kind of review how we felt, if they were good, how helpful they were, and things like that. Well, we decided, because we do have a small library building, we thought, why not do one for books about mental health? So that's what we're doing, and today's video is going to be about a book on dissociative identity disorder. It's more of a memoir, but it is very good. In our personal opinion, we thought it was good. Very triggering, so you may have to take it slowly at first, but we thought personally it was really good and very insightful for systems alike. But the book that we're going to be discussing, some of you may recognize it, some of you not, but it's called The Sum of My Parts. Trying to get it without the glare. It's a survivor's story of dissociative identity disorder, and the author is named Olga R. Trujillo, and this is her as a little girl. But like I said, it is more of a memoir, so it's not really scientific. Basically what it is, it's her life story of growing up in a very violent and abusive household. And she says very early on in the book, in her preface, that she doesn't go into too heavy detail, but she does say the basic gist of what happened, so that you can kind of understand her story and understand how she ended up developing DID and what it entails, and what a child has to go through in order to be able to develop said disorder. But from start to finish, like I said, it's a memoir, but basically it starts out from her childhood. And for us, it really wasn't so much triggering as it was that it was, I guess, kind of an eye-opener, because she really goes into detail in describing how, while she was undergoing these horrendous things, how her mind would go fuzzy or kind of shut off. And it's things that you don't really think about, especially when you have a lot of amnesic barriers, kind of like we have, that make it very hard to really pinpoint exactly the point of when you are actually starting to split and things like that. But it goes on from when she was a kid, and how through her adolescent years and even up into her adult life, she did not find out about her DID until she was an older adult and had already been undergoing therapy when she was passed to a psychologist that basically started working with her before he officially told her, look, you have this problem. Because she was one of those that had a hard time accepting it at first, which most of us that are systems, unless we were looking for it ourselves, usually have a very difficult time of accepting something like that. And basically it talks about, by the end of it, her experience and how she finally came to figure out and accept, working with her system, to being able to acknowledge what happened to her and being able to eventually live a fulfilling life. And how she basically says, yeah, doing a lot better, but there's still some things we gotta work on, and it's gonna be a constant thing for the rest of our lives. And I'm not gonna lie, for me, when I was reading it, my heart broke a lot of times because of some of the experiences that she had. And of course, people that develop DID or any kind of trauma-based disorder, it's not fun. You hear about people that like to glamorize or downplay the, not the effect, but what it really means to have something like that. And with this, it's, when reading her memoir, it's, she didn't sugarcoat it. She just didn't go into full detail, because while you're reading it, you could tell there was so much more that was going on. But she did put enough in there that it does capture your attention, and it does give you more insight as to what was really going on and how it started and how it affected her. And overall, I would say 10 out of 10. I liked it. I would definitely recommend it to somebody. It, like I said, it's a more of a memoir, so it's not going to be very scientific. It's not going to have a lot of facts involved. It's mostly just a memoir about the author's life and how she come about finding out about her DID, and how she learned to handle it and basically live and be able to share her story with people around the world that were in the trauma field or had been victims of trauma in their past. So overall, do recommend for those that like to, I don't, have a little light read. I mean, it's not very, well, not exactly light. It's pretty heavy content, but it's not very big. At the most, I think it has, let me look, 14 chapters, and they're not very long. 14 chapters and ending in a preface. So I would say reading level or reading time, not that long. Depends, of course, how long it takes you to be able to get through those I guess you could say traumatizing experiences of hers. But other than that, definitely recommend. We're going to post a link in the video description so that if you guys are interested in getting a Kindle version or buying it, you'll be able to see that you guys can read it for yourselves. And this will be our first video in our book series. We haven't really come up with a title for this series yet. We'll figure it out. But anyway, we hope you guys have a good day or night, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.